Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is a story time, something that I really wanted to share that I have discovered about myself. So let's just get right into it. So this year I wanted to see what was my DNA composed of. What I know I have African American in me, and I knew I either had white or some other, background. I really didn't know, because my father didn't know who his father was, and so I just happened to say one day I wanted to do an Ancestry DNA. So I went online, got the kit, and that was in, I want to say April that I got the kit. And I waited because of COVID. I knew it was going to take a long time, and I finally got the kit. I got the kit on my daughter's birthday, and that was in May. And so so after I got the results back, which took forever in the day, I think I got them back in July. I sent it off in May and I got it back in July, like towards the end of July. And this is my DNA results. So I am 41% Cameroon, Congo, Western Bantu people, 20% Nigeria, 10% Mali, 10% Scotland, 8% Germanic Europe, 5% England, Northwestern Europe, 3% Benin, Togo, 1% Ivory Coast and Ghana, 1% Senegal, and 1% indigenous Haiti and Dominican Republic. Excuse me if I jacked up any of those countries, please. So upon looking at that, I was so excited. I think I had got this results on a Sunday morning. It was like 9 something in the morning, and I was checking my phone. I was like, oh my god, I got it. So I was so excited, and then it showed me my possible, like, the DNA matches, which is like your possible, your family, who you're connected to. And the first person that I noticed was my grandmother's sister, only sister on my mom's side. And so I was like, okay. And it said that we share 9% and DNA, and it said it was like my first and second cousin, but I know that's my grand aunt. Then it said I shared 8%, 560 cm, with this person, and it was a Caucasian lady. So then it showed another DNA match, and I didn't know their ethnicity until I clicked on it, and it was another Caucasian person. Then I started seeing like my family members on my father's side and all of that. So I was trying to figure out, I wanted to know who my grandfather was, because they kept saying, oh, he was Puerto Rican and white, or he was this, that, and the other, and we just didn't have a true answer. And so my brother's grandmother, rest her soul, who just passed away this year, she always told his mom, who she was like, your grandfather is an insurance agent, but the name that they gave us was, it pulled up a guy, and he was an insurance agent, but I don't know if it was the same time. So there was like a dead end, and I didn't think that was him, because he looked nothing like my father or us. So when I started looking at these two people that said that it was my first and second cousin, I was like, hold up, I have to send a message to these people because I know this is coming from my father's side, but because I know that I don't share a match with them with my father's mother side or my mom's side. So I sent out a message to the lady, and first I sent out a message to her, and then I sent a message to the male. And this is what it reads. I said, hello, I am from da da da. And I said, I noticed we share a lot of DNA. Where are you from? I'm on my way to find, I'm on a journey to find who my grandfather was or is by my dad. My dad, who is half white, doesn't know who he is, and my grandmother never told. My grandmother has passed since 2012, and I just don't feel complete. If you don't want to respond, I completely understand, and if you do, I can't wait to connect. Signed, Lana. So I sent that lady a message, and then I also sent the guy because they shared the same amount of DNA with me. So this is what I sent to him on the same day. And I said, hello, how are you? I just noticed we share a lot of DNA. Just wanted to reach out because it's probably coming from my dad's father, whom we don't know of. And if you would like to respond, wouldn't like to respond, that's okay. And if you do, I can't wait to connect. So it says, and that was on July 12th. Well, on July 14th, they responded. So it says, hi, Lana. It looks like we are cousins. I would love to meet you. I guess one of my uncles was a naughty guy. But if it produced a child, that child is a blessing. I know it wasn't my dad because he has been in Florida for a long time. But who knows? I would need dates or at least some kind of time frame to help you figure this out. Oh, to help you or us figure this out. She said, I am from where I'm located now. Also, I was born in 1958 to John and Shirley. I look forward to hearing from you. My email address is blank, 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 blank. God bless you, blank, blank, blank. So I said, hi, I'm so glad you reached out. This made me so happy. This has been an incomplete part of me, my brothers, and my dad's life. And I said, my dad was born September 1960. His name is blank. And he's from blank. I will email you as well. And then I told him my grandmother's name. And I said she's been deceased since 2012. And I told her that my granny would never tell my father who his father was. And then she said, wow, poor guy, not knowing must have been hard. I think we can narrow it down. It's one of the blank brothers. She said their last name, brothers. There were 5 of them. It was Preston, Donald, John, my dad, Marvin, and Frank. I'll have to ask my brother where they all were in 1959 and 1960. I know my dad and mom and me and my brother were in where I'm at. And as for the others, I'm not sure. I'll let you know. Signed, her name. And I said, okay. Thank you. We have heard a rumor that the insurance guy was my dad's father. Not sure if it's true or not, but I'll do more research. So, okay, D-Prex is my brother John. And then she said, Junior. And she said, Michael is my uncle Frank's son. and Frank would have been too young to be your grandfather. He was born in 1948. My Uncle Marvin was not in blank since 1954, so that leaves Preston, Donald, and my dad, John. My dad, and this was the part here that just like, oh my God, what they saying was true. She said, my father was an insurance agent in the late 50s and early 60s. Your dad may be me and my brother's half brother. My mind is blown, but because nobody knew. I'm recording.
Oh.
What's that?
Can you tell Daddy for me?
You can tell him.
I'm scared.
Okay, I'll tell him.
Thank you.
Okay, close the door. Okay, so at this time, I called my father and I let him know what I did. I told him that I took a test and the results came back, and that I shared a lot of DNA with these two people, and I think I found who his father was. And so I told him, okay, this is what I wrote to her. It said, wow, I just called my dad and told him I took this test and what I had found out. And after I told her what I told my dad was super excited. He was so excited on the phone, like he almost was about to cry. Because this is a prayer that he has prayed since he was a little boy. He always wants to find out who his father was. He always longed for his dad. Everybody else had a father, and he didn't. And so the next conversation was with the lady's brother, which was John Jr. And he just asked me, is your dad willing to take a DNA test and all this stuff like that? And I said, yeah, I'd already asked him. He was like, good, you already answered, questions that I wanted to ask. And he was beginning to talk. He was telling me, he said, I personally can't wait. If it is true, my dad has 8 kids and not 7. With this news, oh my God, did he have more? I was like so shocked when he said dad had his possible father had 8 children, and dad would have been the 3rd oldest. I was like, oh my lamb. Like, what in the world? So he said, I truly wonder why his mother didn't tell him. But then again, it took me years to find out my grandfather's birthday or anything else about him. He died in World War II, and my grandmother absolutely said nothing about him. People literally took things to the grave. Sad, but evidently true. So excited. I hope this solves it for you and your dad and your family. Heck, our family. So dad test came. I gave him his test. I shipped it back off, and his results came back September the 8th. And this was, my dad's birthday is on the 16th. No, the 17th. His birthday is on the 17th, and his results came back on the 8th. And I said, Dad is definitely your brother. And so my uncle said, girl, I knew it from your DNA. I've just been waiting to add him and you to the tree. I have to admit, I can be, to sound better, inquisitive. Laugh out loud. What were these two up to? How did this come about? How did these two meet? How long did this go on? Laugh out loud. But for some odd reason, I'm just not surprised. He said, but I am, for some odd reason, not just surprised, but excited. And I told him, I said, we had a conversation with my granduncle, and which is my granny's brother, and he said he thought that they was messing around, but he didn't never really catch them. Like, he didn't know for sure when I told him about this whole situation. So he kind of knew, but he just didn't know for sure. So my dad was turning 60 this year, and I wanted to do a big party for him, but because of COVID, I knew I couldn't have a big party like I really wanted to. I really wanted to go all out for him. But I talked to my brother, and I decided to do like a little small gathering, and I wanted to surprise Dad with a virtual meeting of his brother and his sister, the ones that I have met. Now the other ones I haven't reached out to or talked to, and the reason being is because the older two children don't really communicate with the other kids, because my grandfather had remarried, and my inclination is that their mom found out about my dad or my grandmother, and or she found out that he was cheating, and they divorced 2 years. I think when my dad was like 2 years old, I think that his daddy and his wife had divorced, and then they moved down further out of the state, and so Dad didn't know, didn't get a chance to find out who his dad was, because he was no longer in the area, you know, and different things like that. But so I did surprise my dad with virtually meeting his brother and his sister, and I'm gonna try to get the clip from my sister-in-law, but if not, it was very good. Dad was so excited. We surprised him really good. It was me and my brother, our family, and our stepsister and stepbrother. They came, and it was an intimate thing, but he was so excited. He said that was the first birthday party that he had ever had. And I didn't grow up or around my father because of the poor decisions that he made when I was a little girl, which resulted in me not being around him, and not growing up around him because of the poor decisions that he made. But when I got older, after I had my second child, our relationship, we met up at a restaurant, and we rekindled our relationship. He's a changed man. He got saved, and he stopped going to church, and he stopped doing the things that he used to do, and I was so excited and happy about that, because we really could have a father and daughter relationship, and we caught up time, you know. We started doing a lot of things together, and a lot of conversations had to be had, a lot of apologies and different things like that, and so that was a big part of me becoming me. I had to close some wounds that was open, and so now the last part, which was finding out who my grandfather is, John, which was so exciting. I don't even know how to describe, you know, how I feel. I feel complete. I talk to my aunt Cheryl and Uncle John all the time. We text, and we can't wait until things get better with the COVID, to where we could come and meet. They could come here, or we could come there and meet. But other than that, like, we just can't wait to blend and blend the families, and everybody get to meet everybody. And a lot of the things that she like to do, I like to do, which is funny. It's so funny. She loves to laugh and joke around. I do. I really do. I really do like to have fun. She likes sweets. I like sweets. It's a really bad habit to have, right, Aunt Cheryl? If you're watching. But I really do love their personalities, and I can't wait to finally actually meet them in person. And maybe I'll vlog the day that we do meet. I'll make sure I have my cameras ready to record. So Uncle John said he was so excited because all he have is sisters, and now he finally has a brother. So they were so open and ready to receive and accept us. You don't get that a lot of times, especially with coming from a different race. It was so awesome to know that, and it made me feel so much better to know that they was willing to just accept us and love on us. And she just ready to meet my whole family, to meet my brother and my dad and our children. They just can't wait, and they have children as well, and I can't wait to meet my cousins, and so we can be one big happy family. So that is the story time, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If I am missing some parts, I hope I'm not. I hope I'm not missing anything. If not, it can be a part 2. But that was the gist of it. And I didn't want to go too deep into the story because it's a lot more. It's a lot more. Oh, me and Aunt Cheryl started texting each other, and we were sending pictures. I asked her, did she have a picture of my grandfather when he was younger? That way I can compare pictures of him and my father. And oh my God, I wish I can just put a picture of him and my dad side by side. Alright, you guys, well, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you don't mind, I wish you would like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!